Bonjour French 2 students. Here is your teaching video for the Entracte for Unité 5, pages 240 to 245 in your textbook. Again, I'm going to ask that you follow along. S'il vous plaît, ouvrez vos livres à la page 240. Les jeunes Français et le cinéma. Le samedi, les jeunes Français adorent aller au cinéma. C'est pour eux l'occasion de voir un bon film et aussi d'être avec leurs copains. Quand ils sont en ville, ils peuvent aller dans les cinémas de quartier. Mais en général, ils préfèrent les multiplex. Là, ils ont le choix entre 6 et 12 films différents. Dans les grands multiplex, il y a aussi des restaurants, des boutiques et des salles de jeux vidéo où ils peuvent aller avant et après le film. Les gens qui vont souvent au cinéma peuvent acheter une carte de multiplex. Avec cette carte qui coûte 18 € par mois, ils peuvent voir un nombre illimité de films dans leur multiplex favorite. Les gens français vont au cinéma pour voir les films français récents. Ils aiment aussi les films américains, en particulier les films d'action, les films de science-fiction et les comédies. Les gens qui parlent bien anglais peuvent voir ces films en version originale, avec bien sûr des sous-titres en français. So remember, this is practice for the reading comprehension portion of your unit test. Also, this is an opportunity to kind of see how well you're able to read your French. Some of this information does show up on your unit tests as culture questions as well. Remember, the little circles next to things mean that they're down underneath. Hopefully you have already started translating this. Young French people and the theater, movie theater. On Saturdays, young French people love to go to the movie theater. It's for them the occasion to see a good movie and also to be with their friends. When they are in town, they can go in cinemas in their neighborhood cinemas. But in general, they prefer multiplexes. There, they have the choice between 6 and 12 different films. In the big multiplexes, there's also restaurants, shops, and video game rooms where they can go before and after the movie. The young people who go often to the movies theater can buy a multiplex card or a movie pass. With this card that costs 18 euros per month, they can watch an unlimited number of movies or films in their favorite multiplex. Young French people go to the movies to see recent French films. They also like American films, in particular action movies, science fiction films, and comedies. The young people who speak English well can see these films in the original version, with, of course, subtitles in French. Tournez la page, s'il vous plaît. Film américain, public français. Voici une liste de films américains qui ont eu beaucoup de succès en France. Est-ce que vous pouvez identifier ces films? Lisez le titre français de chaque film. Faites correspondre le titre de ce film avec le titre américain. Titre français: Blanche-Neige et les 7 nains. Le musicien d'Oz. La mélodie du bonheur. Devine qui vient dîner. Le parrain. Les aventures de l'Arche perdue. E.T. l'extraterrestre. Le roi lion. Il faut sauver le soldat rien. En plein temps. So, American films, the French public. Here is a list of American films that have had a lot of success in France. Can you identify these films? Read the French title of each film. Match the title of this film with the American title. So, numéro 1, Blanche-Neige et Sept Nains is Day, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. 2, Le Musicien d'Oz is J, The Wizard of Oz. 3, La Mélodie du Bonheur is E, The Sound of Music. 4, Devine qui vient dîner is E, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Numéro 5, Le Parrain is C, The Godfather. 6, Les Aventuriers de l'Arche Perdue is J, Raiders of the Lost Ark. 7, E.T. L'Extraterrestre is A, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. 8, Le Roi Lion is B, The Lion King. 9, Il faut sauver le soldat Ryan is H, Saving Private Ryan. And 10, En plein temps is F, The Perfect Storm. Tournez la page, s'il vous plaît. All right, we're going to go and look at the Un bref la Belgique, capitale Bruxelles, population 10,250,000, langue officielle français, flamand et allemand. La Belgique est une monarchie constitutionnelle avec un roi, le roi Albert II. Sa capitale, Bruxelles, est le siège de la Commission européenne. So, in brief about Belgium, the capital is Brussels. The population is 10,250,000. The official languages are French, Flemish, and German. Belgium is a constitutional monarchy with a king, King Albert II. Its capital, Brussels, is the seat of the European Commission. So we're going to take a look at the strategy reading on page 243. Recognizing cognate patterns. Recognizing French-English cognate patterns will help you increase your reading vocabulary and improve your reading comprehension. Here are some common patterns. So air is AR or airy. Or us is OUS. Eek is IC or ICAL. East is IST or ISTIC, and accented E is ED. So we have extraordinaire, courageux, identique, journaliste, and réservé. So these will help you actually read about Tintin. So Tintin et ses amis. Tintin et Milou. Tous les gens français connaissent Tintin. Tintin n'est pas une personne réelle. C'est le héros d'une bande dessinée très populaire en France et dans le monde entier. Les aventures de Tintin ont été publiées en français, mais aussi en anglais, en espagnol, en italien, en chinois, en japonais. Au total, dans 40 langues différentes. Tintin a 17 ans et il est belge. C'est un journaliste détective. Il est intelligent et courageux et il adore voyager. Il va en Égypte, au Congo, en Chine, au Tibet, au Mexique et en Amérique. Il va même sur la Lune bien avant les astronautes américains. Dans ses voyages, il connaît des aventures extraordinaires. Tintin est l'ami de la justice et l'ennemi du mal. Il protège ses amis et il s'attaque aux dictateurs, aux trafiquants de drogue et aux marchands d'armes. Il est souvent en danger, mais il triomphe toujours. Dans ses aventures, Tintin est toujours accompagné de son chien Milou. Milou est un petit fox terrier blanc intuitif et courageux qui protège sa maître quand il est attaqué. Il accompagne Tintin dans toutes ses aventures. Quand il va avec lui sur la Lune, il est équipé d'une combinaison spatiale pour chien. So, again, hopefully you're able to do some of this translating yourself. All young French people know Tintin. Tintin is not a real person. He's the hero of a comic strip, very popular in France and in the entire world. The Adventures of Tintin has been published in French, but also in English, in Spanish, in Italian, in Chinese, in Japanese, in total in 40 different languages. Tintin is 17 years old and he is Belgian. He's an investigative journalist. He is intelligent and courageous and he loves to travel. He goes to Egypt, Congo, China, Tibet, Mexico, and the Americas. He has even gone to the moon before American astronauts. In his travels, he knows he experiences extraordinary adventures. Tintin is the friend of justice and the enemy of evil. He protects his friends and he attacks dictators, drug dealers, and weapons dealers. He is often in danger, but he always triumphs. In his adventures, Tintin is always accompanied by his dog, Milou. Milou is a small, white fox terrier that's intuitive and courageous, who protects his owner when he is attacked. He accompanies Tintin on all his adventures. When he goes with him on the moon, he is equipped with a spacesuit for dogs. Tintin a d'autres compagnes d'aventure très sympathiques mais un peu bizarres. Le capitaine Haddock habite au château de Moulinsart en Belgique. C'est un ancien officier de la marine marchande. Il est brave et courageux, mais il est aussi très irritable. Dupont et Dupont sont presque identiques, mais ils ne sont pas frères. Ce sont des policiers méthodiques, mais incompétents. Le professeur Tournesol est un génie scientifique. Il est modeste et réservé, et comme beaucoup de professeurs, il est très distrait. So Captain Haddock lives in the Moulinsart Castle in Belgium. He is a former merchant officer of the Merchant Marine. He is brave and courageous, but he is also very irritable. Dupont and Dupont are almost identical, but they are not brothers. They are police detectives, but incompetent. And Professor Tournesol is a scientific genius. He is modest and reserved, and like a lot of professors, he is very absent-minded. You actually can find comic books with Tintin in the United States, and it was made into an English film fairly recently. Tournez la page, s'il vous plaît. Bonjour, Ouzam. Bonjour, je m'appelle Ouzam. J'adore la musique. J'aime surtout le rap et le rock. Mon chanteur préféré est MC Solaire. Il chante très bien. J'ai beaucoup de CD de lui. Ma sœur, elle, préfère le blues et le jazz. Je suis un peu musicien. Je joue de la guitare et je ne joue pas trop mal. J'ai organisé un petit orchestre de rock avec des copains. Nous répétons le mercredi après-midi. Nous ne répétons pas chez moi parce que ma mère déteste ça. Parfois, le week-end, nous jouons à des booms pour nos amis. Hello, Uzam. Hello, my name is Uzam. I love music. I especially like rap and rock. My favorite singer is MC Solar. He sings very well. I have a lot of his CDs. My sister, prefers blues and jazz. I'm a little bit of a musician. I play the guitar. And I don't play too badly. I've organized a small rock band with some friends. We rehearse on Wednesday afternoons. We do not rehearse at my house because my mom hates that. Sometimes, on weekends, we play at parties for our friends. MC Solar, le monsieur rap français. MC Solar est né à Dakar, au Sénégal. Il s'appelle en réalité Claude Morbellet. Ses parents émigrés en France quand il a 6 mois. Il fait ses études dans la région parisienne. Après le bac, il s'intéresse à la musique. Il compose des chansons françaises sur des rythmes de rap américain. Ses chansons ont beaucoup de succès. MC Solar donne des concerts en France, mais aussi en Angleterre, en Allemagne, en Russie et dans les pays d'Afrique. Aujourd'hui, MC Solar est le monsieur rap français. Dans ses chansons, il exprime des messages positifs contre la violence et pour la paix. Voilà pourquoi il est très populaire en France et dans le monde francophone. So MC Solar, the French Mr. Rap. MC Solar was born in Dakar in Senegal. His name in reality is Claude Morbellet. His parents emigrated to France when he was 6 months old. He did his studies in the Paris region. After the bac, he was interested in music. He writes French songs on the rhythms of American rap. His songs have had a lot of success. MC Solar gives concerts in France, but also in England, Germany, Russia, and in African countries. Today, MC Solar is the French Mr. Rap. In his songs, he expresses positive messages against violence and for peace. This is why he is very popular in France and in the French-speaking world. All right, your homework assignment. This is your kind of practice for your unit test that's coming up shortly. Okay. It's on Thursday this week. So on page 236 and 237, this is the test to control. By taking the following tests, you can check your progress in French and also prepare for the unit test. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Remember, you're going to type out answers from your textbook. Number 1, the right place. Complete each of the following sentences by filling in the blank with one of the places in the box. Be logical and do not use the same word more than once. So, you may write either the le or the la or the un or the L apostrophe that's in front of the noun and then what goes in the blank. So you don't have to type up the whole sentences here, just what goes in the blank. So for number 1, le réfrigérateur est dans la cuisine. So on your paper, you just need to write la cuisine. Okay. Exercise 2, the right choice. Choose the word or expression in parentheses which logically completes each of the following sentences. Again, you may write just what you put in the blank. So we have Mark, Dean, And it should be Marc Dean O Restaurant. So you'd write number 1 and O. Toi, the right owner. Complete each of the following sentences with the possessive adjective that corresponds to the underlined subject. I do want you to write out the complete sentences for these. So look at our example. Jean-Paul regarde ses photos. Remember, this is that 2-step process. The first step is choosing the row that you're going to choose from. And then the second step is you look at the gender and number of the noun that you're modifying. So for example, Jean-Paul means, it's like saying he, so it's the eel line, which is son, sa, se. And because photo is plural, you choose se. So because my subject's to, you're going to choose from tode, ta, or te. And because copide is feminine, you're going to choose ta. So you would type on your paper or for your homework, tu téléphone à ta copine. I want you to write out the whole sentence for these. Exercise 4, aller ou ad venir. Complete the following sentences with the appropriate forms of aller or venir. Remember, aller means to go. And you often use an a contraction with it. Venir means to come. You often use a de contraction with it. I would like you to write out the entire sentence that has the blank in it. So we have attendez-moi, je. Well, wait for me. You would say je viens. So on your paper, I'd like you to write je viens. So this really is kind of a 2-part exercise. The first step really is deciding, should I put the verb aller in the blank or the verb venir? And then the second step is making sure you're conjugating that verb, right? You're making it agree with the subject of the sentence. And that is what you need to do for your homework. Au revoir. À demain.